Barkley make his way in.
Well, I think that Manny Stewart is playing a trick on Iran Barkley. He said that Hearns is going to knock him out in 2 rounds. Watching him in the gym, he had Tommy Hearns boxing and moving. I don't think the early rounds are going to be crucial.
Iran Barkley wants to bring the title back to New York. 28-year-old Barkley of the Bronx coming off the impressive 5th round KO of Michael Elijah. Tonight, Barkley's 2nd title shot. In October of '87, he lost a 15-round decision to Sumbu Kalambe for the WBA Middleweight Title. And you got to wonder what might be going through his mind right now as he gets ready to fight a legend. When Barkley was an amateur, he had pictures of Hearns, Hagler, and Leonard pinned to the walls of his room. Now he is actually going to fight one of those men. Here comes the hitman, Thomas Hearns, who has done what no other fighter has done. Hearns made boxing history when he KO'd Juan Roldan last October to become the first man to win world titles in 4 separate weight divisions. Tonight, the 29-year-old hitman looks to defend the WBC Middleweight crown for the first time. And to the strains of Rocky, here comes Hearns. The crowd getting revved up. Thomas Hearns wants to win tonight and then unify the middleweight title. He has never unified the title. Of course, he would like another shot at Leonard and Hagler, the only 2 men to beat him, but that seems almost remote. But the ghosts of Sugar Ray and Marvelous Marvin continue to linger. But first things first, Iran Barkley to the keys to winning, Al Bernstein.
And what about how Tommy Hearns can win this fight? Not too much of a mystery. He is the most dangerous fighter in boxing, possibly except for Mike Tyson, in the first 3 rounds of a fight. So he wants to start fast. Needs to back Barkley up. Iran does not fight well going back. We saw him against Jorge Amparo and others. Can't do it. Barkley got to get inside that long jab of Tommy Hearns. Once he's there, I think the absolute essential item for him is to use the double left hook to the body and the head.
All right, we go to the tail of the tape. Thomas Hearns and Iran Barkley. Hearns a year older. Exactly the same weight, the same height. Hearns with a 4-inch reach advantage. And the WBC rules, no 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count, can only be saved by the bell in the last round. Only the ref can stop it. 3 judges score, 10-point must system. Michael Buffer standing by for the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission and the World Boxing Council. The judges for this contest are Terry Goff from Nevada, Oscar Lintun from Mexico, and the referee Richard Steele from Nevada. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Las Vegas Hilton Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Top Rank Incorporated and the King of Beers Budweiser presents the featured bout of the evening. So let's get ready to rumble. 12 rounds for the WBC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing a black trunks with red trim and weighed in at an even 160 pounds. He's from the Big Apple, New York City, New York. As a professional, 24 victories, 4 defeats, 15 KOs. Ranked number 2 in the world by the WBC. Introducing the challenger, Iran the Blade Barkley. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing the Crown Gold trunks, also weighing an even 160 pounds. As a professional, 45 victories, only 2 defeats, 38 KOs. The only man in boxing history to hold 4 titles in 4 divisions. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan, the former world welterweight champion, the former world super welterweight champion, the former world light heavyweight champion, and now the WBC middleweight champion of the world, the hitman, Thomas Hearns.
Shake hands, good luck.
wake you up, nothing will. Thomas Hitman Hearns, 45-2, 38 knockouts, and Iran Barkley, the challenger, 24-4, 15 KOs. The traditional front gold colors. Emmanuel Stewart heading things up. He has flatly predicted that Hearns would knock out Barkley within the 2 rounds.
Well, again, watching him train Tommy in the gym, he had Tommy with a lot of lateral movement and a lot of good stiff left jabs.
All right, here we go. Round 1 scheduled for 12. The Hitman with that rare commodity, one-punch knockout power.
Well, he can sure throw that right hand right down the pipe if the opportunity presents itself. No question about that.
25 of his 38 KOs within the first 3 rounds in his illustrious career.
And Barkley is not a very hard guy to hit, but he does take a good punch, and he's a real tough guy.
An extremely physical, sprawling type fighter, almost a throwback to the crowd-pleasing middleweights of the past. Punches and accepts punches at a furious pace. A big left by Hearns. Trying to finish him off early.
I'll tell you, Iran Barkley was able to get one left hand in there, and boy, that's his plan. Can he get through this kind of power to do it, though?
But he has to look at the guy he's fighting.
Yeah.
He's looking at the floor and throwing punches. That's not too healthy.
No.
Hearns with that devastating right and awesome punching power. Best weapon for Barkley, the left hook.
You know, with Tommy Hearns, if I worked with Iran Barkley, I would tell my fighter, if you slip a punch, punch. If you block a punch, punch. Or if he hits you with a punch, try to punch. Because Tommy has one bad fault. He throws beautiful punches, fast hands, power. But a lot of times after he throws a combination that hits you with a punch, he drops his hands and poses, and you can nail him.
And the question is, can Barkley slip the famous right hand of Thomas Hearns and then nail him with his left? Was blocked. The right by Hearns was blocked.
And you saw Barkley punch back.
I have to tell you, I don't think Tommy Hearns looks as sharp early as we've seen him in recent fights. He's throwing his punches with not the same leverage. He may knock Barkley out, but right now, he's not throwing his punches with the leverage he has in other fights recently.
Well, that's right, because he nailed Barkley, and he didn't knock Barkley off balance, and Barkley was able to wing right back.
Barkley, a real banger, doesn't want a boxer be cute.
All right, and I think Barkley is already cut over the left eye, and that's one of the handicaps that Barkley has, is the fact that Hearns can bust him up, and his eyes have a tendency to swell. So the longer this fight goes, the worse it can be for Iran Barkley, not the better.
That is very interesting, because a lot of people thought the other way around, but now with those cuts, things in Hearns' corner.
Unless, of course, Tommy Hearns' legs do go if this goes to the 5th or 6th round, if they can stop the bleeding of that cut. But that may be a big if.
Final seconds, round 1. Iran Barkley, who has the ability to wear his opponents down, we shall see. Round 2 is scheduled for 12, the WBC Middleweight Championship. Thomas Hitman Hearns in the gold. Iran the Blade Barkley in the black with the red trim. Cut over the left eye of Barkley. There's that right by Thomas Hearns.
Good stiff right hand by Tommy Hearns, but it didn't move Barkley at all.
Hearns with the jab.
That's why I feel that the longer the fight goes, that Barkley's going to swell up and bust up. I think Iran has to let it all hang out and try to nail Tommy early. Because Hearns does have that educated left hand and plenty of snap.
And he is so quick. He has really built up his upper body. He's been working out with weights, Tommy Hearns. Came to the weigh-in a pound overweight, but quickly came back and was on target at 160. Wasn't even a pound, actually.
Depending on how he had to lose that weight, it could harm him. Good left hook by Iran Barkley.
Double left hook. And when he goes with the body in there with that double left, he can be very dangerous. I personally think Barkley's defense a little better than I anticipated it being early in this fight.
Absolutely, but now, Al, he's bleeding from the mouth.
Coming up to a minute remaining, round 2. Barkley has to be a bit confident right now, but it could be false optimism.
And Eddie Aliano did a great job on that left eye of Barkley. That's why you need professional help in the corner with these guys.
People forget about Hearns' left hook to the body. It is superb. What it did to James Schuler in one round was amazing, and he's starting to work it against Iran.
And now that cut on Barkley's left eye looks very, very angry again.
Final seconds, round 2. They're yelling right hand from the corner of Hearns. A right cross to finish the round by Thomas Hearns. And round 3 scheduled for 12. And Barkley comes out, smoking. Hearns retaliates. And this is Barkley's brawling style.
You learned this apparently from watching the tapes of Juan Roldan against Hearns. He's getting very low and getting under the jab in the right hand.
Well, it took one big left hook by Roldan, and if he would have landed another one, it would have been a different result. He had Tommy in real bad trouble.
Well, that whipping left by Hearns just missed Barkley's head.
Well, Olajide hurt Barkley and put him down with a left hook. And sure Tommy saw that in the films, but he has not been able to get his own in as much as he'd like.
And the eye is open again. Barkley's left eye is open. Plenty of time left in the round. A little low.
That one straight to the body by Hearns.
Great body shots by Tommy Hearns.
Well, that's the way he was working in the gym, Al. Good jab, set it up, hook to the body. And there it is again.
Stewart within inches to our left, loved it.
Those body shots have hurt Iran Barkley very badly.
The crowd sensing something. Hearns continues to go to the body with a left uppercut.
Barkley's punches have slowed up a great deal.
Keep him downstairs, the words from the Hearns corner.
This is very much, I think, like what Tommy Hearns did to James Schuler, because everything in that fight flowed off the left hook to the body, and that's what's happening tonight.
snap, no steam. All of a sudden, there it was. Goes to show you, in boxing, anything can happen.
And who would think that the right hand would be what Barkley would knock him out with? Not even noted as a right-hand puncher. Look at that man.
Look at the way he's busted up.
He's the winner.
We had mentioned that if it goes long, it's better for Hearns because he would bust Barkley up. Better for Barkley to get him out early, and he did.
Gil, this place is just stunned as Barkley has pulled off the upset. Only two other men have done what Barkley has done. Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvelous Marvin Hagler. You can add Barkley to that list. Just a shocking upset by Barkley.
And Tommy still doesn't know where he is, Steve. He's still out.
Oh, did he get rocked by a ferocious right by Barkley?
Well, that's what Barkley was doing. We said he wasn't even looking at his opponent. He was just winging, and he hit lightning in a bottle. Just nailed him.
Hearns just walked right into it.
Let's take a look at that big right hand by Iran. Look at Iran looking at the floor. Now he's got the target. And there it is, just one swinging right hand, right on the button. And another one, that's what is known as the coup de grace.
From another angle, Gil.
There it is again. Look at Barkley, look at the floor. He's up again now, and he just swings, and boy, did he nail him. And look at that second right hand. How Tommy ever got up the first time was a miracle.
On the way down, able to...
Look at those eyes. I mean, he has no idea where he is.
And this is the end of the fight now. Amazing, like you said, Hearns able to get up from that, but now he goes through the ropes.
Well, Richard Steele conceded he's completely helpless and stopped the fight exactly the right time.
Here's the official word, Gil. Michael Buffer in the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The time, 2 minutes, 39 seconds of the third round.